Going on, family? New day, new beginnings. Before we get started, hit that like and share button and subscribe to Truthtrtube. As you all will know, and I'm not late, I was just doing my research. Carolyn Bryant, she passed last week, and like I said, and as you can see in the thumbnail, it's 68 years past due, and I'm so glad that she's gone because the allegations that she set forth, she set the civil rights movement in place, by, getting that young man murdered. And we could have people, white supremacists and everybody debate all day they want, but that woman, based on her mouth and based on her heart and her mind, got that little man lynched. I mean, I don't gotta go into the backstory. I think you all should know. The young man, came down to Mississippi for the summer to, chill out with visit relatives and chill out with them. And the way it was told, the lie, the allegation is that he whistled or touched her. I'm looking at the pictures when she was young. I'm like, Well, I mean, that's false. And at that time, I think she went back and told her boyfriend, and I think the boyfriend friend or cousin eventually, in the dead of night, went to the relative's house and basically took him. Let me say something. Let me say this, right? That relative there, he should have got outcasted a long time ago from the family when that occurred. No way in hell you should allow someone to come into your proximity and demand a child. You're supposed to put your life on the line for that child. I got kids, and no matter what pops off, no one's coming here to do the kids anything. Straight facts. So about for them to allow that uncle, he's a coward. Now back to this wench. I'm so tired of the protection people who aren't black people get. This woman was protected for all 68 years. You know, at that time, an arrest warrant was issued, and for some mysterious reason, the arrest warrant disappeared. Now, fast forward a year and a half ago, the arrest warrant was found, and two of the family members wanted to bring charges up on her again, and I think the DA in Mississippi at that time said they couldn't do it, and the new administration, our president of the United States administration, declined to press charges and follow through with it. And you always gotta say to yourself, when can black people really get justice? It could be on camera. We gotta whip ass in order to get justice. We gotta defend ourselves. Because we leave it up to the system, we don't get any sort of justice. We gotta take matters into our own hands. And when we do, we sometimes still get in issues because we defending ourselves. They think that us black people are easy targets. A lot of us are not, because in order for us to be easy targets, we gotta get ambushed. It can't be a straight up one-on-one. Straight up gun for gun, knife for knife. It always gotta be ambush where we don't see it coming. That's basically what it is. So this woman was protected for 6 to 8 years. Get to live a life. And this young man at 14, beaten, badly mutilated, dumped in a river, found a couple of days later, and you could see at the funeral the grief on his mother's face. The grief on his mother's face. You sending a child somewhere, and then you just get a call. This occurred. Man, I don't know how I would deal with that. I'm not sure what mental frame of mind I would be in, but it just goes to show you, in this system, they will always rule. It will always be they'll always move the goalposts. No matter what we try to do, we win, they come up with something new. We succeed, they come up with something new. No matter what it is, and it's a constant, And the men who are involved got exonerated. This woman got to live out 68 years of her life, and this mother and this young man, the mother suffering grief, the young man passed. And I told you something about the whole, system. That Mississippi DA, Dwayne Richardson, he a piece of shit. The Biden administration, DOJ, they a piece of shit. This whole system's a piece of shit because they never brought justice for that young man. And I'm glad she's gone. I'm glad she's gone, because we got too many wicked people in his life who are just living his life, who are just go day by day knowing the things that they do, not hiring a black person, putting false claims on a black person, harming black kids, So I don't have no love in my heart for people like that, because that goes to show you your mindset. And we are always here. We're always here. I'm not racist. I'm not this. I'm not that. Your track record speaks for itself based on the things you do. One of my old homeboys told me, he said, "You want to know a racist? Look at the people they hire." And I said, "That's crazy." He said, "Look at the people they hire, and you could tell they racist, but they swear up and down they're not racist." And you go to sleep at night knowing in your heart, your mind, who you are. You can't hide. All your white supremacists out there, you can't hide. You could just see it on you. You could feel it on you. And y'all gonna live out your days just like Carolyn Bryant. Not doing anything wicked as the way she did, but the vibe that y'all give off and the things y'all do. You can't hide from justice. That's why a lot of y'all live and y'all suffer because of the things y'all do. And it flows in your blood because your ancestors were that way. Just like this woman. And you're not hearing nothing about anything else. She passed and that's it. But I'm glad she's gone. And it's 68 years past due. Rest in hell and good riddance. Family, before I go, hit that like and share button and subscribe to Truthtrtube. Thank you.